Hello everyone, I welcome you all once again back to the another interesting session of transition course from Sri Chaitanya Academy. This is Lalita Devi, senior math faculty, where we are going to discuss about the basic concepts that required for the students moving to the grade 11. Okay, so now coming to the today's class, we are going to discuss about the next important topic, which is nothing but the logarithms. So now so we are having some connection between our previous class and today class. Why? Because in our previous class we discussed about the exponential functions, where we are having our power in the form of the variable. Now we can say that our exponential equations and the logarithms are nothing but the inverse operations. So now if you take your exponents and powers, so what is the inverse of, if you take the inverse of your exponents and powers, then you will get your logarithms. Okay, so let's first of all discuss what is the logarithm. Moving to here, if we are having b greater than 0 but b should be not equals to 1, and if we are having our exponents and powers in the form of b to the power a equals to c, then we can write it in the form of a logarithm. How means? So as I told you that we are having our exponents and powers, the inverse operation of the exponential will become your logarithm, and if you take the inverse of your logarithm, it will become your exponents. Hi everyone, so coming to here, we are having b to the power a equals to c. Now simply how can we write the given exponents and powers in the form of logarithm? Means whatever the value you are having, so I am going to take my log c to the base b is equals to a. Okay, so whatever you are having here, b to the power a equals to c, right? So I am getting my value as the c. So now the log of that value to the base b will become your a. For example, if you take the value of your 64, so 8 square equals to 64, right? Now we are just going to apply the log. It means what? Log of 64 to the base 8 will become your 2. Okay, so simply we are just going to take the log of the value that we are having on our right side, and the base will become whatever the base we are having in our exponents and powers. Okay, now we will be having the different forms in order to get our x values. So coming to here, first of all, if you observe, we are having log bx. Here if you observe here clearly, we will be having log b to the power x to the base b. What it will become? It will become your x value. How means? This one we will we will discuss about the we will discuss in the next slide, where we will discuss about the formulas of the logarithms. Okay, now for suppose if we are taking an example of 8 square, it will be of your 64. So with the help of logarithm we can write that log 64 to the base 8 is equals to 2. Now what about the 3 cube? 3 cube equals to 27. Now what if I am writing my log 27 to the base 3? Then what is the value will become? It will become your 3. Okay. Now coming to here, we are having for any base, if you are having your power 1, then you will get the same value, right? It means 2 to the power 1 equals to 2. Clear? Now what is the value of log 2 to the base 2 will become? That becomes your value 1. Okay, now coming to the next one, logarithm of 1, which is nothing but if you are taking log 1 to the base anything, then you will get 0. Why? Because anything to the power 0 will give you 1. So it means a to the power 0 will give you 1. Now if you apply the logarithm, what you will get? You will get log 1 to the base a value will be equals to 0. Okay, so this is how we are going to find with the help of given values. So they might give you some of the values and they will ask you to simplify it. Now coming to the next one, log a to the base b. So here I am just exchanging my base and the value. It means if I am having my log a to the base b, so I need to exchange my value with the base. So then how can we write? We can write it as the 1 by log b to the base a. Okay, so now just kindly take a short notes if you want to take. So first of all, how can we write our b to the power a as the log? Okay, next you can take it as an example. See, whenever you are taking taking the notes of any formulas, just take a note of your conversions also. Like examples you have to take whenever you are doing the conversions, then only you can understand how to apply the logarithm. Okay, now coming to the next, you can take that log a to the base a. It is not only for a. If you are having your base same and the value same, then you will get your value as the 1. Okay, coming to here, log 1 to the base a. It means log 1 to base anything will give you 0. Okay, now let's see what are the formulas we will be having in the logarithms. Coming to the properties of logarithms, first and mostly we will discuss about the product. So now, so if we are having the equals to sign between the two logs, like log a to the base 2 is equals to log b to the base 2. Now if you observe here clearly, we are having the same base, and when these log values are equal means if you are having only when a equals to b. Okay, and for all those real numbers, we will be having our both a and b should be greater than 0. Okay, now coming to the first property, we will be having the two log values are the equal. If we are having bases are equal, then we will get our u equals to v. Now coming to the next one is nothing but your product. So product, how can we expand it? Log of ab to the base x, if you consider, then we can write it as log a plus log b. So simply you can remember that log of ab is equals to log a plus log b. Okay, now moving to the next, it was your division. Log of a by b will be equals to your log a minus log b. So now in a question, if you are having your product, it means if you are having log of a into b, you can write it as the log a plus log b. Or if you are having your log a plus log b, so upon further simplification, you can just simplify it and you can write it in the simple log as the log of ab. Okay, it is not mandatory that you have to take your, you have to get your LHS. If some of the questions are having your RHS, then you can get your LH values from your RHS. Okay, now moving to the next, log of u to the a to the x. Clear? So just consider that you will be having your base 10. Now coming to here, these can be written as power. So x will become your x log a. Clear? Understood? So this is how we are just going to get. Now coming to here, I told you one thing, that is log b to the power x to the base b will give you what? If we are applying the same same property here, like if we are applying the same formula here, log a power x, then what it will become? X log b to the base b, right? Now coming to here, log b to the base b. So if we observe the one of the identities, log a to the base a equals to how much? So it will become your 1. So now that becomes your x into 1, which is nothing but your x. Therefore we will get log b to the power x. So b to the power x to the base b will give you 1. Okay, so which is nothing but your will give your x. Fine. Now moving to the next, we will be having, let a comma b we are having which are greater than 0 and a comma b is not equals to 1. Then we can write our a to the power x can be written as, so it was of your b to the power x log a to the base b. Okay, so from this how can we get? So here we will get a to the power x, just keep it that side only. Now b to the power log b whole to the power a to the power x. Okay, now if you apply your identity, so x log a, so you can write it as log a to the power x. Okay, so like that if you write, you will get your a to the power x. Now coming to the next, if you want to change the base, like if you are having your log, so if you take an example, log 10 to the base 2, okay, you want to convert that base 2 to the base 3. So how can we write? We can write that log 10 to the base 3 by log 2 to the base 3. Okay, so how can we do that? here we are having the same basis, and whatever the log value we are having on our LHS, we are just going to split them. Okay, so this is how we will be getting the formulas that are related to the logarithms. Okay, so see, this last one is the main important thing, because changing the basis, if you are changing the basis means then you can apply whatever the product or the division, whatever the property we are having. Okay, so for that reason you should be having the same base for whatever the values you are considering. Clear? Fine. Now let's solve a simple question on the logarithms. Now solve 3 by ex whole to the power 2. So that is not just, don't consider your right side. Actual question is 3 by ex whole to the power 2. So we have to expand it. So let's expand it. So here I am having my e. So e means we have to take our ln, which is nothing but our natural log. So taking natural log, ln of 3 by ex whole to the power 2. So now what is the property we can apply here? We can use the power. So here it will become 2 ln of 3 by ex. Okay. Now once again, if you observe here, we are having log of a by b form. So that becomes your log a minus log b. So 2 ln of 3 minus ln of ex. E into x. Okay. Now once again, if you observe here, ln of e into x, it is in the form of log of a into b, which we can write it as log of a plus b. So that becomes your 2 into ln of 3 minus ln of e, and minus into plus will become minus ln of x. Okay. Now if you multiply with your 2, if you observe here clearly, 2 into ln of 3 minus ln means we are having the base e. So we will be having ln e to the base e. So what is the value will become? Value will become 1. Okay. So that becomes your minus 1 minus ln of x. Clear? Now multiplying with your 2. So first of all we are going to write our variable term. So that becomes your minus 2 ln of x plus 2 ln of 3 minus 2. So if you simplify the given one, you will get the solution like this. Okay. So simplified version of the given problem will be your minus 2 ln of x plus 2 ln of 3 minus 2. Okay. So you have to make sure that if you are having e in your given problem, take the natural log. Okay. So that you will get ln e to the base e value will become 1. So from there you will get the simplification easier. Now moving to the next, solve log cube root of 100x square by yz to the power 5. So such a big question, right? So cube root, inside the cube root we are having. So how can we write the cube root as? So cube root can be written as, now log cube root of 100x square by yz power 5. Okay. So cube root. In our previous class we have discussed about nth root of a. So nth root of a can be written as a to the power 1 by n. So now can I write it as log 100x square by yz to the power 5 whole to the power of 1 by 3. Okay. So now once again we are using the properties of the logarithm, where we are having log a to the power x. So it can be written as x log a. So that becomes your 1 by 3 log of 100x square by yz to the power 5. Okay. Now once again, so here if you observe log a by b, so that becomes your 1 by 3 log of 100 x square minus log of yz to the power 5. Okay. Now once again, 100 into x square log of a into b. So that becomes 1 by 3 into log 100. Okay. So a into b, a plus b, that becomes your log of x square minus. So y into z power 5 also will become log y plus log z to the power 5. But here you are having minus, so multiply with minus. So what you will be getting? Minus log y minus log z to the power 5. Okay. Now coming to here, what we can apply? So here we are having in the form of log a to the power x. So which can be written as x log a. Now it can be written as 1 by 3. And can I write my log 100 as the 10 square? Because 100 we can write it as the 10 square, right? So I am writing here 100 as the 10 square plus 2 log x minus log y, and coming to here z to the power 5. So once again using log a to the power x. So that becomes your x log a. So that becomes your minus 5 log z. Clear? Now coming to here, what is our first value will become? Once again it is in the power of a to the power x. So that becomes 2 log 10 to the base 10 plus, so 2 log x minus log y minus 5 log z. Okay. So once again log 10 to the base 10 will be 1. So here it will become your 1 by 3 into 2 plus 2 log x, the same value, minus log y minus 5 log z. Okay. Now if you multiply with your 1 by 3, so for log x it will become your 2 by 3 log x minus 1 by 3 log y, okay, minus 5 by 3 log z, and here it will become your plus 2 by 3. So this is how we will get when we are just going to expand the given logarithm value. Okay. So you have to expand it till, until you will be not having anything in your, according to the properties, like a into b and a by b, that are not possible. Till there you have to expand. Clear? Now moving to the next. Using properties of logarithms, express the following as the single logarithm. So how can we express the given logarithm as the single logarithm? If you observe here, we are having the first part, which is of 4 log x to the base 2 plus 3. So we are having the 3, but their logarithm is not there. So how can we use the properties? So it will be difficult, right? So let's see how can we simplify this. Now it can be written as 4 log x to the base 2 plus 3. Now what we will do means, for the first term we can take x log a, so on which you will get your log a, log a to the power x, which is of your log 2 x to the power 4 plus, how can we write the 3? So any idea how can we write the 3? I think I have told you that log 2 to the base 2 will be 1, right? So I can write my 3 as the 3 into 1. Okay. So now coming to here, in the place of 1, what is the log we have to apply? That will be dependent upon whatever the logarithm you are having in the same expression but with the base. Okay. So here how can I know that in the place of 1 I have to write my log 2 to the base 2 means, in my given expression I am having my first term which is considering the log to the base 2. Okay. So that's the reason in the place of 1 we are just going to write log 2 to the base 2. Okay. So now that becomes your log x power 4 to the base 2 plus 3 into log 2 to the base 2. Okay. Once again here we can use the formula of x log a. So that becomes your log x to the power 4 to the base 2 plus log 2 cube to the base 2. Okay. Now here if you observe, so here if you observe here clearly, we are having log a plus log b, right? So now once again if you use the properties of your logarithms, you will get log of a into b. So here instead of 2 cube you can simplify the 2 cube, right? So 2 cube value will become 8. So finally we can write it as log x to the power 4 to the base 2 plus log 8 to the base 2. Clear? So now coming to here, we can write it as log of 8x to the power 4 to the base 2. Understood? So now whatever the term you will be not having the, whatever the term you will be not having the logarithm, you have to just convert that into the logarithm. So how can we means, just taking 3 into 1 will give you 3, right? So but in the place of 1 you have to write the logarithm that you are already having in that expression. So coming to here, we are having the log to the base 2. So we know that if you are having your base and your exponent value same, then you will get the value as the 1. So that's the reason in the place of 1 we are going to use log 2 to the base 2. Okay. Now let's solve another problem like this only. Coming to the next, using properties of logarithms, express the following as the single logarithm. So what will be the logarithm then? Coming to here. So I think now you can understand how you can write your minus 1 by 2 in the form of your logarithms. If you observe here, we are having ln of x. Ln means we are having the natural log. So we have to apply to the base e. So that becomes your ln x. If you apply here, minus 1 into ln of x minus 1 by 2. Okay. So that becomes here ln x to the power minus 1 minus 1 by 2 into, so you can write it as 1. Okay. So now in the place of 1, what we have to keep? We have to keep the ln of e. Why? Because ln means we are having already the base e. So coming to here, ln e to the base e will give you 1. Okay. So that's the reason in the place of 1 we can write ln e to the base e. So coming to here, it will become ln x to the power minus 1 minus 1 by 2 into ln e to the power e. Once again, if you check the second term, we are having x log a. So x log a once again can be written as log a to the power x. Now whatever the 1 by 2 we are having, that comes to the power. So that becomes your ln x to the power minus 1 minus ln e to the power 1 by 2. Okay. So now e to the power 1 by 2, you can take it as your root e. So that becomes ln x to the power minus 1 minus ln root e. Okay. Now if you observe here, we are having the another property, which is another formula we can apply, which is of log a minus log b. So that becomes your log a by b. So which is of ln of x to the power minus 1 by root e. Okay. So now a to the power minus m. So simply we can write it as 1 by a to the power m. So which will become your ln of, so your x will come to your denominator part. So coming here, it will become 1 by x root e. Okay. So this is how we are just going to simplify the, hi everyone. So coming to here, this is how we are going to simplify our logarithms. Okay. If they gave the 2 or 3 terms and if they want you to just bring them into the simple term, then we are just going to make sure that whatever the constant we are having, that should be converted into the logarithm. Okay. That base should be depending upon, already you will be having logarithm, one of the logarithm in your expression. So that one you have to consider. Okay. Yes. Now moving to the next, using formula, using base formula, we need to express our log 3 of x plus 2 to base 10 and log of x square plus 1 to base e. I think it will be very easy, right? So we can use the formula which is of log a to the base b can be written as log a to the x by log b to the power x. Okay, so this is nothing but just splitting this logarithm with the help of the same basis. So therefore we will get log a to the x by log b to the x. Now coming to here, we will be having log x plus 2 to the base 3. Okay. Now they just wanted this logarithm to be converted into the base 10. So how can we convert it? So here we are having the 3 and here we are having the x plus 2. So in our numerator part it will become x plus 2 and our denominator part will become 3. But here it will become your base 10. Okay. So now here we will be getting our log of x plus 2 to the base 10 by log of 3 to the base 10. Clear everyone? So now upon further simplification what you will get? So log a by b, so which can be written as log of a minus b, so x plus 2 minus 3. So that becomes your log of x minus 1 to the base 10. Okay. So if you want to change your base value, then you can write it as your numerator part and denominator part with the same basis. Okay. Now coming to here, next one. I think you can take the second question as your homework question because that is very easy question. Coming to here, log x square plus 1 to the base 10. Okay. It's very simple. You can convert that into the base e. So that becomes your ln x square plus 1 by ln 10. Okay. Now you can apply your properties of the logarithms and you can get whatever the value that will be having. Okay. Now let's solve some more questions. But coming to here, you have to use the equalities and inequalities. Up to now we just learned about how the logarithm can be simplified with the help of the 2 to 3 terms. And next we learned about how can we just make the given log into the simple logarithm. Now we are just going to discuss about the log equations and inequations. Coming to the first one, see, for log inequalities also we will be using the same formulas, but the sign changes, that's it. So coming to here, first one, 1 plus 2 log 4 of x plus 1 equals to 2 log 2 of x. So how can we simplify this? First of all, take the given value, so which is nothing but your 1 plus 2 log of x plus 1 to the base 4 is equals to 2 log x to the base 2. Okay. Now let's take our log terms to the other side. So that becomes your 1 is equals to 2 log x to the base 2 minus 2 log of x plus 1 to the base 4. Okay. Now if you observe here clearly, we are having the bases different. So we have to convert them into the same base. Okay. So for that reason, let's take our log of x plus 1 to the base 4. So we need to convert that base 4 to the base 2. So what we can do? We can write log of x plus 1 to the base 2 by log 4 to the base 2. So log 4 to the base 2 means what it will be? So 2 to the power, 2 square will give you 4, right? So now coming to here, it will become your log of x plus 1 to the base 2 by 2. Okay. Understood everyone? So this is how we will get our log of x plus 1 to the base 4. So let's put the value. So after placing the value, what we will get? 1 equals to 2 into log x to the base 2 minus 2 into log of x plus 1 to the base 2. Okay. So now coming to here, 2 will get cancelled. So here it will become 1 plus, 1 equals to 2 into log x to the base 2 minus log of x plus 1 to the base 2. Okay. So understood everyone? So this is how we are just going to simplify, and if you further simplify, you will get your x values. Clear? Now moving to the next, log of x minus log 2 equals to log of x plus 8 minus log of x plus 2. So coming to the equation or inequation, we are just going to use the laws of the logarithms on both the sides. If you observe here clearly, we will be having the log a minus log b. So we can write it as log of x by 2, which is equals to log of x plus 8 by x plus 2. Okay. So now coming to here, if you remove the log on both the sides, you will be getting x by 2 equals to x plus 8 by x plus 2. Now x into x plus 2 equals to 2 into x plus 8. Now if you simplify this equation, you will be getting your x values. So that becomes x square plus 2x equals to, so 2x plus 16. Okay. So now coming to here, 2x and 2x will get cancelled. So x square equals to 16, x equals to plus or minus 4. Okay. Now let's check what is the value we need to consider out of the plus or minus 4. So if you consider here, log of 4 by 2 is equals to log of 4 plus 8 by 4 plus 2. Okay. So that becomes your log of 1 by 2 equals to log of 4 plus 8 will be 12 by 6. So upon further simplification, we will be getting log of 1 by 2 equals to log of 1 by 2. Okay. So here the given logarithm satisfies for the value of plus 4. So our x value will be our plus 4. Okay. Now moving to the next. Solve the inequality 1 by ln of x plus 1 less than or equals to 1. So how can we simplify this? If you observe here clearly, they gave that 1 by ln of x plus 1 less than or equals to 1. Okay. So now just do the cross multiplication. 1 less than or equals to ln of x plus 1. Now do the inequality. So we have discussed about the inequalities. So we need to eliminate the plus 1. So now doing that, 0 less than or equals to ln of x. Okay. So now coming to here, we need to remove the ln. So what it will become? It will become our e. Understood? So that becomes our e to the power x. Okay. So this is how we are just going to solve. Moving to the next one, solve the inequality log of x to the base 2 whole to the power 2 less than 2 log of x to the base 2 plus 3. So do you got any idea how can we simplify this? Because if you observe here clearly, whatever the log we are having, that same value we are having. So I can take my log of x to the base 2. So you can go for the substitution method, right? That will be easy for you to find the values. So now let log x to the base 2 equals to t. So that becomes your t square less than 2t plus 3. So the equation will be t square minus 2t minus 3 less than 0. Yes. Now t square minus 3t plus t minus 3 less than 0. So taking t common, t minus 3 and plus 1 common, t minus 3 less than 0. So now t minus 3 less than 0, from there you will get t less than 3 and t plus 1 less than 0, from there you will get t less than minus 1. Okay. Now place your log value there. So here it will become your log x to the base 2 less than 3 and log x to the base 2 less than minus 1. Okay. So in order to eliminate our log, we need to make our bases same, right? So that becomes here. So log x to the base 2 less than 3 into log 2 to the 2. Okay. Same here, log x to the base 2 less than minus 1 into log 2 to the base 2. Now here it will become log x to the base 2 less than log 2 cube to the base 2. So x will be less than 2 cube value. So which is that x is less than 8. Okay. Now moving to the next. Yes. Log x to the base 2 less than log. So I need to eliminate my negative sign. So if you are eliminating your negative sign means you will be multiplying with minus. So the sign changes. So it will be greater than and log to the 2. So now x will be greater than 2 and x will be less than 8. Now what is the intervals of x will be? So our x belongs to 2 comma 8. Okay, so this is how we are just going to find the intervals of our x. Like we are just going to find what are the possible values for the x also. Clear? Now moving to the next, we will solve another problem. Solve the inequality x log of x plus 1 greater than or equals to x. Okay, so now if you observe here clearly, what is the first step we can do? We can eliminate the x on both the sides. So that becomes x log of x plus 1 greater than or equals to x. Now upon cancellation, you will get log of x plus 1 greater than or equals to 1. Now here you will be having your log of x plus 1 greater than or equals to log 10. Okay, so from there what we will get? X plus 1 greater than or equals to 10. So x will be greater than or equals to 10 minus 1, which is nothing but x will be greater than or equals to 9. Okay, now coming to here, there is another possibility also. Why? Because if I am taking my x to other side and I can take my x common, right? So like how means, so whatever the equation they give, from this what we can get, I can rewrite this as x into log of x plus 1 minus x greater than or equals to 0. Okay, so from this I am taking my x common. So from there I will get log of x plus 1 minus 1 greater than or equals to 0. So from this what is the one condition will become? One condition will become your x will be equals to 0. Okay, so now what are the possible values for your x? So x will be, possible values are, so x equals to 0 or x will be greater than or equals to 9. Understood? So this is how we are going to solve the logarithms. So coming to here, where we can apply the logarithms means same limits and continuity, and in your differentiation also you will be learning about how to differentiate the logarithmic functions. Okay, so see, whatever the concepts that we have discussed about the exponential equations and the logarithmic equations, you will be having the major concepts in your functions and limits and your differentiation also. So just go through them whenever you are having the time, and just remember, try to just focus on the properties a lot. Why? Because we know how we can do the conversion from exponential to logarithm and logarithm to exponential, but there you need to find what is the formula we have to apply for that and how we can solve the given one. So if the substitution method is working, if you are able to find the common term, then go for the substitution method. So from there you will get your solutions very easily. Understood? So now here I am ending the today's session with this. So if you are having any doubts regarding the session, like while seeing the sessions also, you can pause the video and you can scan this QR, and we will give you the, we will clear all your doubts by connecting with you directly. And if you want further more practice sheets, so kindly go through the Telegram channel, and there we are having the practice questions daily. We are posting one of the question from each subject, and you will get to know what are the programs that we are having in the Sri Chaitanya Academy. Okay, and but not the least, those who are preparing for the NEET exams, all the best to everyone. Okay, that's all for today's class. Bye everyone, take care. We will meet in our next class.